Hey, Stephanie, are we going to pretend like you know what you're talking about, watching a fake show where Heidi and I were getting paid to do whatever they told us to do, and we did it, and we made up things all the time, and Heidi was in on it, and then she'd drink, and then she'd get sad? Hey, Stephanie, are we going to pretend like you...
Am I bugging out? Yeah. Am I bugging out, or is my piercing not in the middle? I just left the piercing shop here, and I was like to them, this doesn't look like it's in the middle. I was like, no, it's a swelling. Bro, this looks like a schmiddle piercing. Like, they gave me a schmiddle piercing. This don't look like it's in the middle. Like, what? Am I actually bugging out? I feel like I'm gonna switch today, because this ain't in the middle. And I'm not taking this out because it hurt. It actually proper hurt. Ah, bro, what am I gonna do, bro? This is not in, bro, it's actually not even in the middle. It's not in the middle. Like, I'm not bugging out. That's not in the middle. Like, that's actually not in the middle. All that pain, yeah? All that pain for it to be in the middle. And you're trying to argue with me. Bro, look, even when I frown, yeah, you can see with the line. Bro, you're taking a piss, bro. Nah. What the fuck? Nah, it's a schmiddle piercing. A schmiddle piercing. Am I bugging?
How to regulate.
Wait. I did it. I raped my sister. I abused her continuously. It wasn't consensual. He told me to stop. I'm guilty. I'm so sorry.
Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Jack Osborne, the jury has found you guilty of rape and sexual assault. I sentence you to a 2-year detention and training order in a young offenders institution. You will also be subject to the requirements of the Sex Offenders Register.
How could you do that? Took your sister through it all over again.
Take him down.
Your own family. I did the right thing in the end, though, Dad. Dad, I'm scared. Dad, will you come and visit me? Please. Dad! Thank you.
Leave the finally. I just wish you'd done it from the start, so that you give up trying.
Just give me a second, will you? Hey, you back from court early? Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, before the jury found him guilty, JJ shouted that I've been telling the truth and that he lied.
Well, maybe now you can get some closure.
I'm gonna make sure of that.
Look, you all look shattered. Why don't you come inside and have something to eat?
Simon loves me. I'm happy.
Is this what you think love is?
What would you know? You've never been in a serious relationship.
Only boring people think that.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm boring then.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, I didn't say it.
But I can't stand you
I can't stand you right now. Alice?
Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away.
Can I come in? I made you a sandwich in case you're hungry, but don't want to admit it.
I'm sorry that I made you worry.
I'm good.
I don't want to go home.
Then we'll stay. Here, gone a while.
You know, this trip isn't just about you, Tess.
You sound like a bully. Oh my God, stop!
Well, now that is cleared up.
Who would like a donut?
How did Simon know you were here?
Never would let me go.
What?
Trying to be good, trying to think of ways to be better. Like if I could just purify my thoughts. I don't know.
He doesn't hurt you? I really wish you would have told us this sooner.
My first piece of advice to you is let's take care of our mental and physical health first before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire. So my first piece of advice to you is let's take care of our mental and physical health first before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
A friend telling you that they're getting back together with their ex is like someone trying to sell you a murder home. They'll be like, this gorgeous 3-bedroom mid-century modern home has stunning views. And you're like, yeah, but what about the brutal murder that happened there? And they're like, oh, the condition? Well, it's newly renovated. And you're like, yeah, probably because of the horrific murder that happened there. They probably couldn't get all the blood out of the flooring. And they're like, oh, flooring? Well, it's hardwood mahogany. And also, the house has gone through significant changes recently and has even talked about going to therapy. And you're like, yeah, but you know what hasn't changed? The brutal murder that happened inside of the home. Murder's actually Axe Murders Family 5. But so cool that it's below market value. And I'm sure all the natural sunlight will distract you from how significantly haunted you're about to be. Also, do you even want this home, or do you just want to be a homeowner? Regardless, I will not be visiting. So, a friend telling you that they're getting back together.
What the fuck? Who you calling? Hello? What the fuck? Who you calling?
I don't get why y'all just can't be patient. But anyways, let me get the story time out the way. Disclaimer, this is not my man. Not my man, okay? That's her man right there. Her man. So the story time is not that long. It's super short. So boom, we're on the way to the hookah lounge or whatever. And so he had to stop at the gas station real quick. So I told her to get in the back with me so we can take videos. So she hopped in the back, we're taking videos or whatever the case may be. And while I'm recording, I hear a ring. And then this little video happened. So the girl said hello. And then after, when I stopped the video, I went and took a picture of her phone number so we can look it up on Cash App. That's why I stopped it, y'all. That's why I stopped the video. So she said hello one more time and then the phone hung up. So we see him in the gas station on the phone. So then he called again. I guess he thought he was gonna be able to hear it this time, but she got back on the phone. When she got on the phone, she said, babe, babe. So at that point, we looked at each other and we both said, babe. So then that's when my homegirl just like, hello, hello. But she couldn't hear us. So the phone had banged again. Y'all. I told her to play it cool till we got home because we are on the east side of Detroit at 2 o'clock in the morning. Who about to get stranded? Not me. So he get in the car. He don't even know what happened. He don't even know. He ain't even say nothing. So she like, take me home. Take us home. Take me home. So he like, why you don't want to go no more? She's like, no, take me home now. So that's when he looked at me like, best friend, what's going on? And I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But take us home. So then he was like, girl, no, you just mad. I'm not taking you home until after we leave the hoop lounge. And so she was like, you ain't taking us what? Come on, Danielle, let's get out. We walking home. Girl. So I'm just sitting in the back seat like, we live 45 minutes away. Who's walking at 2 o'clock in the morning? So eventually, after them going back and forth forever, he said, okay, I'm gonna just take you home and we can talk about it later. So why he take us home? She sent him a long paragraph about what happened and what she seen and how she got him messed up. Y'all, why he read it and never responded? And this happened days ago. He never responded. What? So the story time really wasn't all that. I wasn't jumping at me because he said, she's up. No, ma'am. You don't have to worry about me. I don't get why y'all just can't.
What the fuck? Who you calling?
I've been tracking the spikes in his fever, and I looked up his symptoms online and wrote down a bunch of stuff. Roseola, shingles, lupus. I can't explain it, but I know I'm a kid. This is not a virus. I just feel it. They said it could be cash scratch fever or Stevens-Johnson syndrome. Whoa. Who said this? On the medical sites online. It's strep. Casey Parker's rapid test came back positive with strep, though I had a prescription for amoxicillin. Oh, God, thank God. I just knew it wasn't a virus. As soon as we get you signed out, you can take our room. Thank you. Well, I hope your son feels better. Casey, what's wrong? What are you doing back? This isn't strep. Whatever you prescribed him did nothing. It takes at least 24 hours for antibiotics to start working. And he should be getting better, and he's getting worse. This isn't strep, please. Just calm down. Calm down. Calm down. My son is sick. He's sick, and you gave him medicine, and it's not working. And now he's just dismissing us, just like all the other doctors did in Seattle Res and urgent care. Oh, wait, hang on. You've been to both of those. There's a laugh in someone.
All right, everyone. This is the smallest RV in the world, and it is adorable. It is here at Centennial RV in Grand Junction, Colorado, and it is hilarious. Please go stand next to it so people can see how small this thing is. It is amazing.
What are you doing? That's just went for a little ride. Melinda forgot her scarf. Oh, found it. Found it. Great. Thanks. Oh, how you doing? How's it going? Fine. What are you doing down here? Like I said, just that scarf, but you got it. So it's lying in the grass. Oh, you doing that stick? Nothing. Oh shit. Fucking suck, you're going to jail. Come get me now, you piece of shit! You gonna catch me on your bike? What are you doing?
Now for the fun part. You'll have 4 chances to pose. So have fun. And make sure you look at the camera. Get ready. Get closer. 3, 2, 1.
Jack Smith makes very clear that Donald Trump was saved only by his own reelection, which is to say he goes through over 174 pages, the evidence that he has. He said, we, for sure, we believe, have enough evidence to convict him, but we had to let it go.
One of the things that the Department of Justice is saying in this report to explain why they made their charging decisions is not only did Trump know that his claims were false after and at the time that he made them, but it was always the plan to declare a victory. And they say that Trump had a plan to declare a victory first, irrespective of what the election results showed. How did they know that? They drop a footnote in which there are citations to what appear to be at least 5 different interviews or grand jury testimonies from people who heard him say that. That's the kind of evidence that's all replete throughout this report and that people like me are going to focus on. He also warned Mike Pence when Pence said, I can't do this for you. I'm going to have to go after you. I don't remember that from prior recitations of the facts here, but he basically told Pence, I'm going to publicly criticize you. And then what did he do in the next breath? He lied to the public and said that he and Pence were in agreement about the plan going forward to throw out votes. When they then got together with John Eastman, and Pence said, look, I can't do that. I can't return these electoral votes to the states. Trump said to him, well, I like the other thing better. The other thing being just throw them all out altogether. You know, that's the kind of detail here that while it's not game changing, there are some additional details here that I think will inform the way that people understood Jack Smith's charging.
A walk home from school interrupted by Onondaga County Sheriff's deputies.
Wait, I'm actually so confused. I'm scared.
A young girl starts recording after 2 deputies place her 11-year-old cousin in handcuffs.
You guys can keep going.
No, I gotta stay with her.
The deputies explain that this girl matches the description for a young person who allegedly stole a Kia.
I got 12-year-olds driving those Kias and Hyundais. Those are Primo pants.
Pink check, exact same description.
Yeah.
The children repeatedly tell the deputies that they have the wrong girl. They're ignored.
Girl, you gonna tell me this ain't you?
The deputies insist that the 11-year-old girl in handcuffs is lying, showing them a photo of the suspect. When other deputies arrive and the reality of the situation sets in, she starts crying.
That's not her. Wait, can I?
This child's mother, agreeing to speak to the I-team anonymously, is beside herself.
She no longer wants to walk to and from school anymore. That was the only freedom she had, and it's now gone.
She couldn't believe what she was hearing as her daughter explained the situation over the phone. Then she saw the footage.
I can't make sense of it. I couldn't even finish watching the video. Even if it wasn't my child, I wouldn't be able to finish watching the video because that's not how you handle children.
Eventually, the deputies realize the girl they placed in handcuffs is not their suspect. One of the deputies seems to say that the alleged car thief they're looking for has longer hair.
I'm sorry about it. You matched the description pretty clearly.
Okay, let's go, guys.
You guys are good to go, okay? I'm sorry.
Mom is not accepting the apology.
They said, we got out of school and we just got to play in the snow. And for that moment to become this.
Bishop H. Bernard Alex, leader of the Syracuse chapter of the National Action Network, says these deputies hurt community trust and likely traumatized the 11-year-old.
I could not imagine how I would feel as a parent if my daughter was stopped and asked these questions, handcuffed, not even in front, but behind her bag.
We first started asking questions about this late Monday night. Tuesday evening, the sheriff's office releases a statement saying their deputies did everything by the book, while also applauding the young people involved for their own composure. Reporting in Syracuse.
This is a 30-ounce cup that is completely customized. It is in no way, shape, or form going to be $20, friends. Please.
Did you hire someone to kill me?
What?
Did you hire a man to kill me?
Of course not. I hired somebody to watch you.
No more lies, Jack.
I don't know what the hell you're saying.
I got my doctor's notes back. The first two sentences is exactly what I said. Unfortunately, the interaction quickly broke down. Patient voices that she is upset that she had to spend $200 today, and she was not able to explain why she is here to be seen. Period. Accurate. I explained that I reviewed the chart prior to entering the room, and as such did not feel I needed to ask her some questions. Period. I pointed out that I did ask several questions, such as, does anything make it better or worse? He did not ask me that. He did not ask me that. Does she have hearing loss when she has these issues? Yes. When I have these issues and my ears are plugged, I cannot hear. And I didn't even get the opportunity to explain that I only hear myself, like the talking echoey sound. They did ask me, I honestly think it was the nurse that asked me, it's the first nurse. But
who is on the design team at Coach right now?
Hi, I'm Stuart Vivers.
Who is on the design team?
Oh, why'd you come in here looking like that in your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream? Oh, why'd you come in here looking like that in your cowboy boots and your painted...
Nothing but cakes. I need you to come to the floor. So I already ate half of it, so it's really hard to tell. But y'all have shrunk the cakes. Y'all shrunk the cakes. As a frequent nothing but cakes eater, y'all have made the cake smaller, like... And this isn't the first one that I've gotten like this, but y'all remember the cake used to go all the way up to the top. You can see like where this cake stops at.
Girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. That's all they want. Some fun.
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
You really think I want to come all the way down to London to watch my son pass the ball? You could have scored the winner. You better not, Jamie. Back!
And blow.
So look, I'm good. Thank you. Hey, y'all played a heck of a game out there. We may not have won, but y'all definitely succeeded. When you gave the champs 90 minutes of hell. 0. Where you at? That dude had more saves than a Baptist preacher. Give it up for 0. Yep. Right. What about Roy? Roy chased down his grandson. Stopped him from getting an easy one. Now look, this is a sad moment right here for all of us. There ain't nothing I can say standing in front of you right now that can take that away. But please, do me this favor, will you? Lift your heads up, look around this locker room. Look at everybody else in here. And I want you to be grateful that you're going through this sad moment with all these other folks. Because I promise you, there is something worse out there than being sad. And that is being alone and being sad. Ain't nobody in this room alone. Sam, do you remember what animal has the shortest memory? A goldfish. That's right. It's a goldfish. Sam, what do you think we should all do once we get done being sad and or angry about this situation? I think we should all be a goldfish. I agree. Let's be sad now. Let's be sad together. And then we can be a gosh darn goldfish. Onward. Forward.
Kenny, get the camera ready. Here, hold my gum.
hailstorm standing out.
So let me get this straight. You ladies are telling me you spend your hard-earned money on a phone case that looks like a pocket PUSSY Gorilla gripped onto your lip balm, just to find out that said lip balm has gritty little sandy bits of pigment that have not been milled finely enough to mix in with the formula. So you're boiling it. You're still buying that product that has not been mixed properly, and then boiling it in a hot pot of water to mix that pigment into the formula. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of witchcraft Hailey Bieber has been performing. Because she's got all you bitches fooled.
Reasons why you should not buy the Rode phone case. I'm just kidding, but I did buy this with my own money, so here's an honest review. I reached out to them asking like, hey, like just kind of for a free case, like in return for a video or something. Like I did say like, I'm a big fan of Rode, like, and I make that pretty apparent.
Be so fucking for real right now. So let me get.
I think of you all the time. Now that you're gone.
The federal January 6 coup probe is over with this report today. And to hear Jack Smith tell it.
Hey guys, I know we only have a couple days left on this app, but
the Fed.
Hey guys, I know we only have a couple days left on.
오, 아니, 난 냄새만 맡았는데 벌써 먹은 것 같아.
머릿속에 간질간질해. 어우, 형 얼굴 빨개졌어. 진짜로.
내가 상상한 거, 나 보통 이런 거 이렇게 빨아먹거든. 지금 빨아먹으려다가 깜짝 놀랐어.
땀이 막 삐질삐질 나올 것 같아, 형 먹는 것만 봐도.
지금 땀나. 그냥 순간적으로 그냥 빡 쏴버리는 느낌이야.
오지. 야, 이 대단한데?
다른 매운맛이에요. 차원이 다른 매운맛.
와, 이거 입술에서 불이 나. 진짜 말은 못하겠구나. 형, 우리 살아서 나가자. 와.
아니, 정말.
먹음직스럽게 했네.
많이 먹으라고.
큰일 났다, 큰일 났어. 땀 완전.
이건 정말 게임으로만 써야 될 것 같아.
정신이 없다, 정신.
You better get your ass out of here right now, Reggie.
Give me money. A lot of money. 50. You make it 50 and I'll go away for good this time.
You need to leave right now.
You give me the money and I'll just go.
Any volunteers?
No. And Sid voice.
Hi, my name's Elise Bell and I'm based in New York City.
Why you coming hair looking like that in your high heel boots and your panty on jeans? Oh.
I know you wanna love, but I just wanna. Yeah, girl, you know the deal. I know you wanna love, but.
If you're like me and you just can't get off Meta right now because you need to keep in contact with old folks, you have so many pictures from high school, college, and you just don't want to get rid of, whatever the reason, protect your data. And I'm going to show you how. If Zuckerberg wants to take away our TikTok, then we are going to stop giving them our data. 98% of Meta's revenue comes from ads. So let's do our part to still be able to stick it to the man. First, you're going to go to settings and privacy, then you're going to hit settings, and then you're going to scroll down until you see off Facebook activity, because why the fuck do they need access to our off Facebook activity in the first place? You're going to click continue. You'll see my recent activity says Il Maquillage, which I did buy some makeup from them. So why does Facebook know about it? Because I didn't get it off of their ads. Why do they need to have this information? So we are going to delete that. Click on clear previous activity, and you'll see your Facebook and your Instagram pop up if they're connected. Read what you are clearing and clear your previous activity. Hit it. Then we're going to go back and we're going to disconnect any future activity so that they can't keep on doing this. There you have it. Small little way to still stick it to Facebook, even if you got to keep them around for a little while longer before you get all your stuff off. Because fuck Facebook and Instagram. Where are we going next? Someone please let me know in the comments where we're actually going next. Because if not, Red Note is looking pretty enticing right now. If you're like me and you just can't get off
releasing all energy that no longer serves you for
That's a slave hymn. And that's that. Come on! When she got up there, she told those people, y'all, it is really good.
A slave hymn is so...
Y'all know I ain't lying. You have got to save space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity.
From Wicked?
From Wicked.
Okay.
That, it makes me feel like you can't stop me. No one is going to bring me down. That's...
The man smiled slightly and opened his girlfriend's jacket, motioning for her to go say hello to Paul, who was across from them. The girlfriend was stunned, not understanding why he wanted her to do this. It turned out that John had brought his buddies to go skiing, but didn't want to pay for tickets. Paul was the ticket seller at the ski resort, and if they could convince him, they could get in for free. Faced with this shameless request, the girl reluctantly agreed. She walked over to Paul on her long legs and enthusiastically struck up a conversation with him, lying that she had come to ski with her two sisters but had forgotten to bring money, asking Paul to make an exception. 50-year-old single Paul was immediately moved. He fantasized about meeting 3 beautiful women and agreed without hesitation. However, when he saw the girl return with 2 men, his face instantly darkened. Girlfriends? While the 3 quickly got on the cable car and slipped away, even more outrageous. They came back to find Paul again that evening. This time, Paul firmly refused. No pretty girls was one thing, but wanting to ski twice in one day for free was too much. However, Mike threatened to report him for privately letting them in during the day if he didn't let them through. To keep his job, Paul was forced to compromise again and let them in. However, the 3 did not know that this would be the most dangerous decision of their lives. Shortly after, Paul's colleague came to take over the shift. Paul told his colleague there were still 3 people on the mountain and to close up after they came down. After waiting a while, the colleague happened to see 3 people skiing down, so he thought there was no one left on the mountain. He turned off the power, clocked out, and went to eat KFC. However, the real trio was still in the cable car when they suddenly discovered the machine.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, can you just repeat that sentence again?
Like I said again, I'm gonna repeat it. I don't got no goddamn pronoun.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you see the screen? You can see the screen, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking.
Okay. Can anybody tell me what the first thing is here on a list of personal pronouns?
Oh my god.
So you do have pronouns because you're using them.
Oh yeah, you got me.
What I want to happen here is anytime I want you to tell me you don't use pronouns, and if you use a pronoun in that sentence, I'm going to buzz you.
You know what I mean by that.
Try again.
Bruh, y'all are funny.
We're at least 2.
You guys are funny. You guys
There's
are
another
funny.
one. You again. How many are we doing here?
Bro, y'all got to be assholes.
There's another one.
Did
it again. How many times? How many pronouns are we going to keep using? Yeah, I'll ask you the question again then. What are your pronouns?
Him, he, asshole.
There we go. We got there in the end, chat. Great.
The totality of your own writings and alleged conduct would disqualify any service member from holding any leadership position in the military, much less being confirmed as the Secretary of Defense.
我要恭喜美国政府引起 TikTok 导演。我是要红书上和网友找到了共同点，发现我有很多中国朋友找了很多些，这些工会没有你们，这一切都不可能实现。我爱中华人民共和国。
We had a system of notes that would show what was discussed with the claimant previously. So there was this lady that had a lot of notes in it, like, she's lying, she keeps giving a sob story. I spoke with this lady and was giving her the general spiel. And she cut me off and she said, I don't know why you guys keep calling me. I'm telling you, I'm on hospice, I'm dying. Like, I am in my sister's living room, in a medical bed, I am dying. her sister got on and just, you know, screaming, like, just please leave her alone. I didn't know what to do with myself because what do you say to somebody like that? It was probably one of the lowest points of my life. We are incentivized to take the most amount of money from these people as possible without letting them know. We had full reign on adjusting what they would actually have to pay if they settled. We're paid on commission through a fee structure. So if they are making good faith payments, say $250 every 2 weeks or $250 a month, we would get 15 to 20% of that as a fee. If we were to settle a lower amount for them, we would get less in fees, and fees are what our commission is based on. The system was set up that if we showed any kind of humanity to these people, we were screwing ourselves over, and I can't tell you how many times I got in trouble for just trying to be a decent person. We had a system of notes that would show what was discussed with the claimant previously. So there was this lady that had a lot of notes in it, like, she's lying, she keeps giving a sob story.
So I really do. I want to forgive you, and I want to forget you.
Let's go.
Schedule doom scrolling to ask if you have any recommendations for any Chinese dramas.
Ellie skillfully disassembled her son's tow car. After making sure the controls still worked, she poured enough fertilizer into the pot and mixed in the diesel fuel. Finally, she puts the nails into the pressure cooker and mixes them well. Ellie succeeded in making a remote-controlled nail bomb. She drove to the beach. After making sure the 2 men in the car were gone, Ellie immediately rushed to the RV and slipped the backpack with the bomb underneath. Before leaving, she removed the footprints from the ground. Ellie hid in the bushes and waited for her target to return. Then she avenged her husband and son. Ellie's boyfriend went to prison for assault. When he got out, they got married. Her husband opened a translation studio. They soon had a lovely son. That day, after dropping her son off at her husband's office, Ellie was going to a friend's birthday party. When she was about to leave, she noticed a strange bicycle but didn't pay any attention to it. When Ellie returned at night, she found her husband's office surrounded by police. The police told her that there had been a bomb attack and that her husband and son were dead. Ellie immediately thought of the strange bike with an unlocked box on top. She gave a detailed description of the killer, but because her husband had a criminal record, the police didn't look into it. They thought it was a gang fight. The police charged the killer with murder, but the woman showed no remorse and kissed her boyfriend in court. It was a scene that Ellie couldn't handle. For lack of evidence, the judge let the killer go free. Ellie couldn't accept that. She decided to make a bomb and take revenge herself. Ellie skillfully disassembled her son's
Selfish asshole.
tow car.
The girlies on the tart trip pissed the little Ginger bee off so much that she said stop saying ginger with the hard R. I can't stop laughing. She said say ginger if you're gonna use it like a slur. I am dying at that, and I don't think there's a lot of crossover in my F.Y.P, and that's so hilarious. I don't even know what the lore or the beef is at this point. I think that they're just on the tart trip. I think they're using the little ginger bee sound that Ken Urich made a lot. And Sophia's like, oh my God, they're using in a way they are using like her likeness in their sound a lot, considering she wasn't invited. And she is like, she does do her makeup a lot. So she probably is like, well, there was a missed opportunity there. And then she's like, Charlotte Tilbury. No, but saying you can't... There's a comedic gold joke in there. I don't know how it would start and finish. I don't know who needs to make it, but something.
You're keeping your back on the cage too long. You're just standing there. I need a load more for 5 minutes. You have to beat her up for 5 minutes. You stay inside and you stay in that phone booth and you punch the out of her in her face. She's not gonna like it. Every time you hit her, she goes backwards. Punch her and don't stop punching. Aspen, you have to go. Everything you have for 5 minutes. Stay on it. Keep your back off the cage.
All right, back live, ready to go. Round 3. Yana Kunitskaya and Aspen Ladd. We call on the coach, Trevor Whitman. Jim West.
Oh! Whoa! I guess that comes from the corner work. Look at this. It worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Go! Everything you got! Everything you got!
Oh! She's crushing her with these. Nice job, Aspen Ladd.
That's what I'm talking about!
A drone just fell from the sky and hit a car. What the fuck is that? Look at this thing. drone just fell from the sky and hit a car. What the fuck is that? Look at this thing.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
Did not care for The Godfather.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
Hey, Dad.
Since we're all gonna die,
Imagine finding a box of old videotapes from your childhood. But as you're watching all these videos of your childhood memories, you notice something unusual. The videos mostly show you and your family from years ago, but it suddenly cuts to someone putting a toy away in the closet. A chill runs down your spine when the closet door opens. You quickly pause the video, rewind, then replay it. This time, you're sure it wasn't all in your head. There's a woman with dark hair and no eyes standing in your closet. The same closet that's actually in the room that you're in right now because you lived in the same house your whole life. The video continues playing by itself before it suddenly cuts again, and this time to a view of the entire room with the closet door open. And the woman is standing right in front of the door. You try to pause the video to get a better look, and that's when you see your own hand appear in the frame. You're no longer watching a video of a childhood memory. This is a recording of you right now, which means that woman is standing right behind you. This short film is called Home Movies, and it's by Dylan Clark. There's actually another twist in the end that I didn't mention, but I thought it was so smart and unique. So if you want to find out what happened,
I'm Chinese, and for the last time, it's pronounced 小红书. 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 小红书.
You will never hear me talking smack about stylists like Kathy. Kathy has been doing hair for 50.
The impeached president of South Korea is now under arrest this morning, one day after a hearing to remove him from office. He was taken away from his official residence in a convoy of law enforcement vehicles after he was impeached last month after he briefly declared martial law.
South Korean investigators tried to detain their impeached president nearly 2 weeks ago.
A few of those kids said to their mom, hey, before school starts back up, I want to invite Jack and Ford to go to the movies. Because I know these kids and I know that they're used to caring for him in the classroom environment, I didn't hesitate, and every single one of those kids got out of the car. They didn't just open the door and have him climb in. Every one of those kids got out of the car to greet him. I start filming again and I watch these kids again get out of the car and hug him, shake his hand, and his one friend Landon is like, see you later, bro. And he comes in the house and he's got the biggest smile on his face that you have ever seen. And I say, Jack, what did you do? And he goes, I hung out with my friends, just with the biggest smile. And that small invitation, sorry, it meant so much to us because it meant so much to him. It was a genuine invitation on his friend's part. So I shared that video, and a lot of the comments are, I wish that my child had something like this. That's what everybody wants who has a child with Down syndrome. They want their child to feel included. They want them to feel loved. They want people to see them for who they are.
I felt a glow like this.
The girl returned home after school, only to find that the house had mysteriously disappeared. On the ground, there was only a strange black stone left. The place where the house had been was now covered in snow. It was as if her home had never existed. Loretta touched the snow with her hand. In that moment, she seemed to feel her mother waving at her from nearby. The night before, Loretta had heard a strange man come to their house. He accused Alma of stealing from the company and demanded that she return it. Her mother defended herself and shouted at the man to get out of her house.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
At dinner time, Loretta pretended that she knew nothing. She asked her mother why the man had yelled at her. Alma confessed that it was because she had stolen from the company, but she promised to return it once she finished her experiment. Late at night, Loretta was in her room, listening to music and dancing. Suddenly, the lights flashed brightly and then the room went dark. She went downstairs to look for her mother, only to see a strong light glowing from her room's desk. Loretta was shocked and quickly returned to her bedroom. In her sleep, she seemed to see a meteor floating toward her. The next day, she woke up and was lying outside her mother's door. She didn't hear any sound from inside. Loretta thought her mother was still asleep, so she placed the prepared teacup outside her mother's door. Then she went to school alone. As she looked back at the broken windows of the house, she realized that what happened last night was not a dream. Loretta also had a test at school. Once again, she received excellent results. After class, she went to the entrance of the circular company, holding her report card to show her mother, but by the time everyone in the company had left, she still hadn't seen anyone. She had no choice but to return home, disappointed. But when she arrived, the place where her home once stood was now empty, with only snow scattered around.
Okay, pets. You are both food. You are your synonym role. And you, my dear kitty, are a toasted marshmallow.
Pam Anderson says she's getting the best payback against people like Seth Rogen and Sebastian Stan. And can you blame her? Pam Anderson is in the middle of a career renaissance, as she's getting a ton of praise and awards attention for her performance in The Last Showgirl. And as part of its press tour, she went on Andy Cohen's satellite radio show and spoke about the Pam and Tommy miniseries on Hulu from 2022, which dramatized her sex tape scandal with ex-husband Tommy Lee. Anderson said, quote, "I didn't have any involvement with the series. No one called me, which was so strange, and that was hurtful. I think ethically it's illegal. It was kind of a strange thing to pick a very terrible time in my life and make entertainment. People were nominated for Emmys and all sorts of stuff. By the way, I'm Pop Culture Brain on all platforms." These quotes come after
absolutely no Top slander, and he has officially broken his silence in almost 11 years. Top, who played the character Thanos in Squid Game 2, did an interview with the Korean Times explaining why he wasn't in the press tour for Squid Game 2 and so much more. Obviously, if you watched my last video, then you know that he had a Mary J scandal when he joined the military, and that destroyed his career. He said the offer to play Thanos was a daunting proposition.
Fuck you and your Manhattan restauranteries.
You're hired.
Can I get 50 and number 11?
She chasing somebody's car! Yo, she's really... Or is that her car? Nah, it ain't her car.
She just jacked somebody's head. Oh my god.
Can I get 50 and number?
You're in my lane, dog.
Oh, I'm gonna take this out real quick.
My lane!
Got room, mother...
My lane!
Got room, mother...
This was not the pills that had killed her. Because she says to me, I was just going to go to sleep and wake up and see if I felt better. She tells me that you struggle every single day, wondering what happened to her, what was the cause of her passing, what had taken place. She says, I want him to know that I am a guardian angel with him every single day. She says, and I loved you, but you're not meant to be alone. So she tells me that it's okay for you to open your heart back up. It's okay for you to date again. She's sorry about the way that you found out that she had died. She says, I need to let him know that there is proof of life after death, that I am here and with him, and no matter where he goes, my soul goes with him.
At the same time, we strengthen America's robust sanctions regime on Iran and delivered on President Biden's commitment.
You will forever be known as Bloody Blinken, Secretary of Genocide. You have the blood of hundreds of thousands of innocent people on your hands. We have spent a
Thank you. I respect your views. Please allow me to share mine. Thank you.
This man accidentally fell asleep in the time machine. When he woke up,
Here's why your nail tech refuses to give you a short almond nail. It's hard to explain why this doesn't just...
We are doing this. This is the name of the song, just
insane.
I did a peek yesterday on, I'll use his first name, Adolf, and wanted to see if he was in the afterlife. I did it spontaneously. I did not prepare for it other than to surround myself in light. I didn't need to look at any pictures or anything. We all know what he looks like. Most of us know the history of him, or at least some of the history. I don't know a lot of details. So I posted it, and TikTok won't put it out, probably because I said Adolf's name. So I'm going to try to just say Adolf this time. I'm not going to go back like I did yesterday. I'll tell you what I saw. When I first called out, I didn't hear anything, but I saw like shards of ice or glass, really jagged, sticking up through the ground. It was very white again, like the first peek I did on somebody who's evil. So it was cold looking. I didn't feel cold, but it looked really cold, and I'm not sure. It looked like glass and ice. I know frozen ice can look like glass, so that's probably what it was. And I heard a very deep, full, booming voice off to my left. It has to be the higher source, the higher self of the energy that had Adolf Hitler as part of it. Great, I just said the last name. That ought to get me banned again. So anyway, I could hear the voice, and they said that that person is not there any longer. He has been absorbed, removed. Boy, I can't think of all the words. See, I had it in the video. Very explicit about the fact that he's not there and won't be there and has been annihilated. That was the other word, annihilated, removed, absorbed, no longer there, not there. So good news is Adolf is not there. I did feel like the energy that was talking to me was much more advanced, and I don't know how else to put it. It felt larger, fuller than the energy that went with Ted Bundy. It just felt more powerful. So anyway, Adolf is not there. It was interesting. Not sure what to think about this, but the good news is, no, he's not there in the afterlife.
I have a helper today. She's trying to steal my rock. Look how cool this one is. It's, my guess is serpentine when it's that lime green with quartz pockets. And I thought you forgot. Where are we off to, Style?
Honey, hurry up! Hey, baby. Oh, I've been waiting for you for too long. Coming to get you. Hurry up. Oh, look at you. I got you some flowers.
Hello, dear. Would you like a room? I actually lost my key. My husband and I are in room 14. It's my birthday. He got me flowers. Men just don't give flowers like they should. Here you go. Happy birthday. Thank you.
I just have one thing to say to the American government that thinks that China is stealing my data. 关我屁事. 关我屁事. That simply means I don't give a shit.
Morning.
Hi, my name's Elise Bell and I'm based in New York City. Want you come in hair looking like that in your high heel boots and your padded on jeans, all decked out like a cat girl's dream. Well, I have a fun idea. Hi, my name's Elise Bell and I'm based in New York City. Want you come in hair looking like that in your high heel boots and your padded on jeans, all decked out like a cat girl's dream. Want you come in hair looking like that. Here comes my baby, dragging my heart behind. He's driving me crazy. Who says that love is blind? He's got a wandering eye and a traveling mind. Big ideals with a little behind. Hi, my name.
And now, everybody, it's time to kick off our celebration finale.
But this is what I'm dealing with. It's extreme. So you can already see that there's hair falling out. And I'm just going to lightly go like this. So I think I'm actually gonna be bald soon. And from a distance you're like, oh, she has hair, but when you like probably start looking, you go, oh, she's actually bald.
Why are you out here by yourself? Where is your husband?
I have no choice.
It's not permitted to be out here without your husband or your brother.
I'm sorry, I know.
Do you understand?
I am bringing you a letter protesting my husband's arrest.
Just go home.
No.
What do you mean, no?
This is Nurullah Ali, my husband. He was arrested last night, but no charges.
Photographs are forbidden.
I have no one of those.
What are you doing showing me a photograph? Out here by yourself.
There's no one in my house.
You have no business out here. Do you understand? Just go home immediately. You're looking for trouble. Your insult to your husband, your insult to your race.
What happened to him? I can't
Going to the prison will change nothing. If you make trouble like this, your husband will be punished severely for your insolence. And if I find you out here again by yourself, I will arrest you. Now go.
Take me home.
Body?
I'm gonna be back, okay?
Yes. Come back as many times as you need to, Alan. Come back as many times as
I
you
told
need
him,
to.
I said, when people come up, let me know.
Here, grab some bananas.
Okay.
Grab some chips. Do you have chips left? Grab some chips. Grab whatever you need to grab for
I got
them.
chips. I got chips already. Can I get this box?
Yeah, please. Here. Here. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just so it doesn't overflow.
Here you go. Here, take some bananas.
app, and he also encouraged them to never stop sharing their voice. Natasha and
It is legit, guys. I was drunk. I said nothing. Where in that video did I say I'm the CEO of Red Nose? I didn't say anything. 哎呦我的天哪！哎，你说我今天上班不会同事他们都已经看见了。
肯定看见了。
哎呦，不行，哎呀，我的天塌了！哎呦，我操！哎呦，怎么办呀？哎，我跟你讲，他以后我们去纽约不会真的就是说他把我什么边检，他会把我的那个护照没收啊，什么东西是 deport 什么东西吧？
不会吧？
什么都不会吧 ？You don't sound confident。我的天哪，我觉得真的有可能的。他们说，哎呦 ，Why did you make that video though? Okay. You're not CEO of Red Note, right? Okay, so why do you support them? Oh my goodness. Okay, why are you staying in Canada? Whatever they say that. Oh man.
It's not an act of love if you make her you maybe do too much.
Names? You thought I was Reba I am Reba. Hey! I'm Reba McEntire, y'all.
A black horror film, Daniel Deadweiler, Universal and Blumhouse, and by the way, it's Blum, not Bloom.
A Blumhouse film.
Y'all gonna stop messing up my boy Jason Blum's name. Y'all know I don't play about him. But look, sign me up immediately. The Woman in the Yard, coming to theaters March 28th. A mysterious...
Yo, you wanna see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
When I was about 6 years old, father figure, well, he had adopted me. He married my mother.
I did a video about some earrings, and everyone...
You read my friends' comments, and most of the jokes that I make are like with my friends in WhatsApp. My living room with my friends.
Mark Zuckerberg wants you to know that he has friends. That's basically the entirety of the Joe Rogan podcast. You're welcome for summarizing it for you.
It's like having a thing that I can just like do with my guy friends. You read my friends' comments and most of the jokes that I make are like with my friends in WhatsApp.
Y'all want to hear about the time I think I met somebody possessed? Alright, picture it. It's 2010, summer. I am working at Macy's as a sales associate. It's Wednesday, about 11 in the morning, before the store got really, really busy. I'm standing there with my coworker, Athena. We're standing at the cash wrap, and we're just shooting the shit, because our manager was not anywhere around, and she was one of those who was like, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. So we were just taking advantage of the downtime. Now, mind you, we are standing in the juniors department, across from the dresses department. Same manager. This is an important note. So I'm leaning on the cash wrap, kind of like this, standing there talking to Athena. All of a sudden, she pulls a face, so I whip around thinking it's our manager. But that would have been the preferred outcome for this. On the other side of the cash wrap is not our manager, but a woman staring daggers into Athena and I. There's so much hatred in this woman's eyes, y'all. It's like we dropped a house on her sister. Like we made her lose her job during recession. Like this type of HATE, okay? And I committed mostly to memory what this woman looked like and was wearing. She was wearing a white t-shirt, skinny, ripped jeans, black flip-flops. She had a frizzy, unkempt blonde bob, and she had just the most ashen skin I've ever seen in my life. But what's more is she had these really dark eyes. Now, I've got brown eyes. I've got dark brown eyes. And I've seen people who have eyes that are so dark, like their irises are so dark they look black. That's not what this was. It was like her pupils were dilated on 10. Bitch, like the whole thing, just corner to corner, dark. And she was glaring at us. Now, at this point, heart doing this, okay? Start beating double time. And we're standing there and just taking this in. For just a second, we're both stunned. Finally, I go, can I help you with anything, ma'am? And she doesn't respond. Athena asks her, no response. Athena asks her again. Finally, the woman says one word, dresses. Now, I'm getting goosebumps recounting the story, but she said dresses and her voice was low, like guttural low. I don't even think I could try to replicate it. It could replicate it if I tried. So, I go, straight back into the left, that's where the dresses are. Can we help you with anything else? She doesn't respond. Straight back into the left, ma'am, is there anything else we can help you with? She doesn't respond. Athena goes, I can show you where the dresses are. And the woman nods once. Now, I look at Athena, and Athena looks at me, and I look at Athena. Because I am thinking, bitch, you better be joking. Because I cannot be the only one unsettled by this. I cannot be the only one experiencing this level of discomfort. So why are you volunteering to show? Anyway, Athena grabs my hand, is like, yeah, we will show you, grabs my arm, and we proceed to go show this woman where the dresses are. She insisted on walking behind us, this woman. She did not catch up to us. She was not in front of us, which is usually what ends up happening when I'm showing people stuff. They're standing right beside me or whatever, right? We show where the dresses are. Turn around. Still glaring. Standing still as a statue. And that was the other thing. This woman was standing extremely still. Show where the dresses are. Walk back to the register. Athena and I have a debrief. I tell Athena she's silly and she would end up as a victim in a horror movie if she continues to act in the way that she does. She tells me that she was scared and didn't want to show her alone and knew that if our boss came back over, she would say something, which is why she showed her where the dresses were. But then we both say, all about the same time, man, I feel nauseous. I don't feel right. I've got a headache. I feel very sweaty. You know that feeling when you have motion sickness or like you're sick on a plane or something? It's just this whole body discomfort. That is what we were both feeling, and we both started feeling it around the same time after interacting with this woman. So, a couple hours pass. Don't see this woman. Don't hear from her. The feeling subsides. We go about our business. Our manager comes over and calls the women from the dresses department over to have a bit of a team debrief because at this point, we're still not very busy. One of my coworkers, she looks very flushed. She looks very unsettled. So we're like, yo, what's up? You good? She recounts almost the exact same experience that we had with this woman. She's putting dresses back, turns around, and the woman's standing like real close, like this to her, you know what I'm saying? And says nothing, standing very still. And another coworker had a very similar experience on the dresses side. And they both are describing the same level of discomfort, the same headache, nausea, all of those kind of feelings. So we pipe up and say, yo, we had the same experience. Miss Yolanda, our boss, Yolanda, we all had the same experience. This woman, she's making us uncomfortable. Have you seen her? Like, what do we do? Because we don't feel good. We're scared. Yolanda's like, ugh, you kids and your little superstitions. Meh. You know, she goes, I bet she's just a drug user. I bet she's just a this and blah, 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 and, you know, whatever. It's just not a big deal. I saw her walking further into the mall. You're fine. So completely convinced that our manager's not going to do anything to help us. We, as a group, once the manager walks away, go, look, if something happens, call me, call you, whatever, we'll be safe, you know? But we don't see this woman in the store again. But I saw her after that one more time. It was about a week later. I'm driving to the store. I'm about to make a left into the parking lot. And she was standing on the right side of the street, at the bus stop, staring at the store, glaring at the store, I should say. Kind of just swaying in the breeze a little bit. The non-existent breeze, because this is Fresno in the fucking summer on a Wednesday. It was probably like 98 degrees. And that was my creepiest encounter.
Ryan's World parents are so greedy, they're never going to let this man retire. Ever. This person even said he can't wait for the flood of lawsuits from these kids to their parents. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, Ryan's World is basically a kid and he's forced to make tour review videos. Maybe this was okay when he was younger, but now he's a tad bit older and everyone's concerned for him.
199,998.
999,999. 1 million.
The greed of his parents is definitely
'Cause all of the small things that you do are what remind.
Would you fuck with the male version of yourself? Bitch, I look like I work at the African Cultural Center of Arts, bitch. I look like I throw a mean, nasty open mic, bitch. Woo! Girl, this kind of ugly. Would you fuck with the male version?